Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Speak Now. I'm Maya.
And I'm Alex, and we are so excited you're here with us today.
Alex, why are you shouting? Did you drink too much coffee again?
Maybe, just 3 cups. But hey, I'm excited because today we're talking about one of my favorite language learning techniques.
Oh, really? Let me guess. Is it the one where you talk to yourself in the mirror?
Hey, that actually works. But no, today we're diving deep into something called shadowing.
And before Alex gets too excited and starts bouncing off the walls, let me tell you, if you've ever wanted to sound more natural when you speak English, this technique is going to be a game changer for you.
Absolutely. So grab your headphones, find a comfortable spot, and let's learn how to shadow your way to better English.
Okay, everyone, let's start with a quick question. Alex, when you were learning English, what was the hardest part for you?
Oh man, definitely the rhythm and flow of speaking. Like I could read English pretty well, I understood grammar, but when I tried to speak, hello, my name is Alex. How are you?
You sounded like a GPS navigation system.
Exactly, and I bet a lot of you watching right now have experienced the same thing. You know the words, you understand the grammar, but somehow when you speak, it doesn't sound natural.
Right. It's like you're translating in your head first, then speaking. There's this delay, this stiffness.
And that's where shadowing comes to the rescue. Maya, want to give our viewers a simple explanation of what shadowing actually is?
Of course. So imagine you're listening to someone speak English. Maybe it's a podcast, a YouTube video, or even a conversation. With shadowing, you try to repeat what you hear almost at the same time. It's like being someone's echo, but an intelligent echo.
I love that. Intelligent echo. It's not just mindless repetition. You're actively listening, processing, and reproducing the sounds, the rhythm, and the intonation.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, you don't have to understand every single word to benefit from shadowing. Sometimes it's more about training your mouth and brain to work together in English.
Think of it like this. When you were a baby learning your first language, what did you do? You listened to your parents, your family, and you tried to copy the sounds, right?
Right. You weren't thinking about grammar rules or vocabulary lists. You were just absorbing the music of the language and trying to reproduce it.
And that's exactly what we're going to help you do today, but in a more systematic, adult learner-friendly way.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Shadowing has 3 main components. Alex, want to break this down?
Sure. First component, simultaneous listening and speaking. You're not waiting for a sentence to finish, you're jumping in and following along in real time.
Which is scary at first, right? Your brain is like, wait, I'm not ready.
Exactly, but that's where the magic happens. You're training your brain to process English faster without that translation delay we talked about.
The second component is what we call prosodic mimicry. Prosody is just a fancy word for the rhythm, stress, and intonation of speech.
Ooh, I love this part. Maya, do you want to demonstrate? Say this sentence like you're really excited.
I can't believe it's already Friday.
Now say the same sentence like you're really tired and disappointed.
I can't believe it's already Friday.
See? Same words, totally different meaning. When you shadow, you're not just copying words, you're copying emotions, intentions, and cultural nuances.
And the third component is muscular memory. This might sound weird, but speaking is a physical activity. Your tongue, lips, jaw, they all need to learn the specific movements for English sounds.
Right, like Maya, you speak Spanish too, right?
Sí, claro.
And I bet your mouth feels different when you switch from English to Spanish.
Totally. In Spanish, I use different parts of my mouth, different tongue positions. It's like switching between different sports. Tennis and basketball use your arms differently, you know?
Perfect analogy. So when you shadow English speakers, you're basically doing physical training for your English-speaking muscles.
Now, let's talk about why this works so well. There are actually scientific reasons behind this technique.
Ooh, science time.
Alex loves the nerdy stuff. But seriously, there's research showing that when you shadow, you activate multiple areas of your brain simultaneously.
You're using your auditory processing, that's listening comprehension. You're using your speech production centers, and you're using your working memory to hold and manipulate the sounds you're hearing.
It's like a full brain workout for language learning.
Plus, and this is really important, shadowing helps you internalize the natural patterns of English. Things like word stress, sentence rhythm, and intonation patterns that are really hard to learn from textbooks.
Exactly. Like, Alex, can you tell me the rule for when to stress words in an English sentence?
Well, it depends on, well,
See, even native speakers can't always explain the rules, but through shadowing, you absorb these patterns naturally, the way children do.
and here's another cool benefit. Shadowing improves your listening comprehension too. When you're forced to keep up with natural speech speed, your ear gets trained to catch words and phrases more quickly.
It's like speed training for your ears. Okay, enough theory. Let's see shadowing in action. Alex, are you ready to look a little silly on camera?
I was born to look silly on camera.
Perfect. So let's start with something simple. I'm going to say a short phrase, and Alex is going to shadow me. Ready?
Ready.
The weather today is absolutely beautiful.
The weather today is absolutely beautiful.
Great. Now, viewers, did you notice how Alex wasn't waiting for me to finish completely? He was jumping in and following along. Let's try another one, but this time with more emotion. I just won the lottery. I can't believe it.
I just won the lottery. I can't believe it.
Perfect. Alex caught not just the words, but the excitement, the rhythm, everything.
Now let's flip it. Maya's going to shadow me, and I'm going to make it a bit more challenging with a longer sentence.
Bring it on.
My grandmother always told me that the secret to happiness is finding joy in small, everyday moments.
My grandmother always told me that the secret to happiness is finding joy in small, everyday moments.
Excellent. Now let's show what happens when shadowing gets a bit messy, because it will, and that's totally normal.
Right. Alex, try to shadow this tongue twister. She sells seashells by the seashore, but the seashells she sells are surely not from the shore.
She sells seashells by the seashells. Seashells, she sells... Wait, what? Shadow...
See, everyone? Even Alex, who's been doing this for years, gets tongue-tied, and that's perfectly fine.
The important thing is that you keep trying. Don't stop and restart every time you make a mistake. Just keep flowing with it.
Exactly. Now, let's demonstrate shadowing with different types of content. Alex, can you put on your news reporter voice?
Good evening. I'm Alex Johnson with tonight's top story. Scientists have discovered that learning English through shadowing can significantly improve pronunciation and fluency in just a few weeks of regular practice.
Good evening. I'm Alex Johnson with tonight's top story. Scientists have discovered that learning English through shadowing can significantly improve pronunciation and fluency in just a few weeks of regular practice.
And now let's try a casual conversation style. Hey, do you want to grab some coffee later? I heard that new place downtown has amazing pastries.
Hey, do you want to grab some coffee later? I heard that new place downtown has amazing pastries.
See how Maya automatically adjusted her tone and style to match mine? That's the beauty of shadowing. You're not just learning words, you're learning how to be natural in different situations.
Now, let's address something important. What do you do when the speaker is too fast? Alex, speak as fast as you can.
When you're shadowing and someone is speaking incredibly quickly like I am right now, don't panic, just do your best to catch the rhythm and the most important words. Don't worry about perfection.
When you're shadowing speaking incredibly right now, don't panic. Do your best to catch the rhythm and important words. Don't worry about perfection.
Perfect example. Maya caught the rhythm and key words even though she didn't get everything. That's totally fine.
The goal isn't perfection, it's improvement. Every time you practice shadowing, you're getting a little bit better at processing English in real time.
Okay, so now you know what shadowing is and you've seen it in action. But how do you actually practice this at home? Maya, what's your number one tip?
Start small. Don't jump into shadowing a 2-hour movie on your first day. Begin with 30 to 60-second clips of clear, medium-paced speech.
Yes, and choose content that's slightly below your current level. If you're B1, maybe start with A2 level content for shadowing practice.
Great point. What kind of content works best for beginners?
I always recommend starting with educational content like language learning videos, simple news reports, or even audio lessons because the speakers usually articulate clearly and speak at a reasonable pace.
Podcasts are fantastic too, especially interview-style podcasts where people are having natural conversations but not speaking too quickly or using too much slang.
And here's a pro tip. Use content with subtitles when you're starting out. You can shadow while reading along, which helps your brain connect the sounds to the written words.
But don't become dependent on subtitles. After a few practice sessions with the same audio clip, try shadowing without looking at the text.
Speaking of practice sessions, let's talk about structure. How should someone organize their shadowing practice?
I recommend the 3-pass method. First pass, just listen to understand the general meaning. Don't try to shadow yet.
Second pass, now start shadowing, but don't worry about being perfect. Focus on rhythm and flow over individual words.
Third pass, this is where you fine-tune. Try to match not just the words, but the emotion, the pace, the emphasis on certain words.
And how long should each practice session be?
For beginners, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes is perfect. It's better to do 10 focused minutes every day than 2 hours once a week.
Absolutely. Consistency is key. And here's something people don't think about. Practice with different accents and voices.
Ooh, that's so important. Don't just shadow one person. Listen to British English, American English, Australian English, men, women, young people, older people.
This trains your ear to understand that English comes in many varieties and they're all valid and beautiful.
Now, what about equipment? Do you need fancy headphones or special software?
Nope. Your phone, some basic headphones, and any app that lets you play audio is totally fine. YouTube, Spotify, even voice memo apps work great.
Although, if you want to get fancy, there are apps specifically designed for shadowing practice that let you slow down audio, loop sections, or remove vocals from songs.
But honestly, the most important equipment is your willingness to sound silly at first and keep practicing.
So true. And speaking of sounding silly, let's talk about where to practice. Alex, do you shadow in public?
I have. I've shadowed podcasts while walking in the park. I got some weird looks, but hey, I was improving my English.
I love that confidence. But for people who are more shy, you can practice in your car, in your room, or even whisper shadow if you have roommates or family around.
Whisper shadowing is actually great practice too. You're still training those mouth muscles and brain pathways, just more quietly.
Another practical tip, record yourself. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's incredibly helpful.
Yes. Record yourself shadowing the same clip multiple times over a few weeks. You'll be amazed at how much you improve.
And don't just focus on pronunciation. Pay attention to things like pausing, word linking, and intonation patterns.
Word linking is huge. Like how "what do you want" often sounds like "what do you want" in natural speech.
Exactly. These are things you can only really learn by listening and mimicking native speakers in real contexts.
Now, let's be honest. Shadowing isn't always easy. Maya, what's the biggest challenge people usually face when they start?
The feeling of being completely overwhelmed. When you first try to shadow, your brain is like, too much information, abort mission.
That's so accurate. It's like trying to pat your head and rub your stomach at the same time. Your brain doesn't know what to focus on.
Exactly. So what do we tell people when this happens?
First, breathe. And second, remember that it's totally normal. Every single person who has ever learned a language through shadowing has felt this way.
And give yourself permission to be imperfect. You're not trying to become a perfect echo. You're trying to train your brain and mouth to work better in English.
Another common challenge is the speed issue. Natural English can be fast, especially in casual conversations or certain types of media.
Right. And what do we recommend for this?
Slow it down. Most apps let you play audio at 0.75x or 0.5x speed. There's no shame in that. You're building up your speed gradually.
It's like learning to dance. You don't start with the fastest song. You learn the steps slowly, then gradually increase the tempo.
Perfect analogy. What about when people get frustrated because they can't understand what they're shadowing?
This is actually a common misconception. You don't need to understand every word to benefit from shadowing. Sometimes it's purely about sound patterns and rhythm.
Think about how babies learn to talk. They shadow sounds long before they understand what those sounds mean.
Exactly. But if comprehension is important for your practice session, choose simpler content or use materials with subtitles.
Another common challenge people mention is feeling self-conscious about their accent or pronunciation errors.
Oh, this breaks my heart because everyone has an accent. Native speakers have accents too.
Absolutely. The goal isn't to erase your accent. It's to be clearly understood and to feel confident communicating.
And honestly, accents are beautiful. They tell the story of who you are and where you come from. Shadowing helps you add English rhythm and clarity to your unique voice.
What about people who say they don't have time for shadowing practice?
The classic time excuse. But here's the thing, you can shadow while doing other activities.
Right. Shadow while you're walking, doing dishes, exercising, commuting. You don't need to sit at a desk for this.
I shadow cooking shows while I'm actually cooking. I'm learning English and getting dinner ideas.
That's multitasking at its finest. What about technical challenges? Like when the audio quality is poor or there's background music?
Great question. For beginners, I'd recommend avoiding content with loud background music or poor audio quality. You want clear, clean speech to start with.
As you get more advanced, those challenging audio conditions actually become good practice for real-world listening.
True, but when you're building foundational skills, make it as easy as possible for yourself to succeed.
Last common challenge. People get bored with the same content. How do we keep it interesting?
Variety is the spice of life. Mix it up. News one day, comedy the next, maybe a cooking show after that.
And don't be afraid to shadow content about topics you're genuinely interested in. If you love sports, shadow sports commentary. If you're into fashion, shadow fashion blogs.
When you're interested in the topic, you'll naturally be more engaged and motivated to practice.
All right, everyone, we've talked a lot about shadowing. We've demonstrated it. We've given you practical tips. Now it's time for the fun part.
Challenge time. Are you ready for this?
We're going to give you a shadowing challenge that you can start today, right after watching this video.
Here's what we want you to do. Find a 30 to 60 second clip of someone speaking English. It could be from YouTube, a podcast, a TV show, anything.
But make sure it's something you find interesting. Don't choose something boring just because you think it's educational.
Then we want you to shadow that same clip 5 times. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try your best and have fun with it.
And here's the really fun part. We want you to come back and tell us about your experience in the comments. Tell us what you chose to shadow, how it felt, what was challenging, what surprised you. We want to hear everything.
We're going to be reading every single comment and responding to as many as we can.
And who knows, if we get enough responses, maybe we'll feature some of your experiences in a follow-up video.
Oh, and here's a bonus challenge for the really brave ones among you.
Grinning mischievously.
Record yourself doing the shadowing exercise and post it as a video response. We'd love to see you in action.
Don't worry about making mistakes. We want to celebrate your efforts and courage, not judge your perfection.
Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Every fluent English speaker once struggled with pronunciation and rhythm, just like you might be struggling now.
The difference between people who become fluent and people who stay stuck is simple. The fluent ones kept practicing even when it felt awkward or difficult.
So take this challenge seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun with it.
And if you're feeling nervous about trying shadowing, remember, you're not performing for anyone. This is just for you, for your improvement, for your confidence.
Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate small victories. Did you catch the rhythm of a sentence? Awesome. Did you nail the pronunciation of a tricky word? Fantastic.
Every little bit of progress counts, and we're here cheering you on every step of the way.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today. Alex, can you believe we managed to fit all of that into one video?
I know, right? We talked about what shadowing is, why it works, how to practice it, how to overcome challenges.
And most importantly, we gave our amazing viewers a concrete way to start improving their English today.
Speaking of our amazing viewers, if this video helped you understand shadowing better, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps other English learners find this content.
And if you're new here, welcome to the Speak Now family. We're all about making English learning fun, practical, and accessible for everyone.
Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our new videos. We post every Tuesday and Friday.
And don't forget about our challenge. We're genuinely excited to hear about your shadowing experiences in the comments below.
Whether it goes perfectly or whether you stumble through it, we want to hear from you. This community is all about supporting each other.
Before we go, let's leave you with one final thought.
Learning English is a journey, not a destination.
There will be good days and challenging days, breakthrough moments and frustrating plateaus. That's all completely normal.
What matters is that you keep moving forward, keep trying new techniques like shadowing, and keep believing in yourself.
You have everything you need to improve your English. You have curiosity, you have determination, and now you have a powerful new tool, shadowing.
So go out there and start shadowing. Make those English sounds your own. Train those mouth muscles. Have fun with it.
We believe in you, and we can't wait to hear about your progress.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep being awesome.
This has been Maya
And Alex.
from Speak Now.
See you soon.